Hey guys, it's Kinar here once again, and today I just want to quickly talk about competition. The other day I asked this question, what do you guys think of competition? And once again, we had some great answers, right? So some of you mentioned that competition needs to be healthy, needs to be fair, needs to be of character. You know, as long as competition is healthy, fair, and of character, then everyone can get along well, and businesses can survive, and not only survive but thrive. Competition is an important word nowadays in all businesses, right? Also in our industry. So, as much as you may want to deny or not, there is a level of competition between businesses, especially when in a particular area there is loads of similar businesses. So today I want to focus on competition in dentistry, right? And we all need to know, and we all are aware that marketing and branding is part of competition, and increasing your competition, increasing your presence, and increasing your dominancy, right? So the word competition, let's talk about that. So before I move into that space, I do want to acknowledge that some dentists I do talk to do not believe in the word competition. Now sometimes we may want to hide away from that word, but we do understand that there is competition happening amongst dentists, there is competition happening between all businesses, right? So rather than being naive and not being challenged, this is what I feel, that when people don't believe in competition, they sometimes go into this not being challenged mode, and they don't become innovative, or they don't think about doing different stuff. So what I want to share with you guys today is all about why is it important to know about competition, and what are the three areas you need to look into when thinking about the word competition, when thinking about the word, how do we go about increasing the value of your business, increasing the capacity and the growth of your business. So the three areas I want everyone to think about this. This is pretty smart. The first one, or three boxes as I call it, right? So when you're building your business, think about what are you currently applying in these three boxes. The first one is what we call cheap. So there are three boxes where you can compete in. Either you can be cheap, or you can be what we call faster, or you can be better. Are you cheaper? Are you faster? Or are you better? Right? So it's interesting that if you really boil down these three compartments of, or three boxes of branding and marketing your business, you right now may realize which of these three you are working out and you're working on to be the best of who you are. So let's discuss a little bit more about this. How can people become more cheaper? Now, none of them is really bad, right? So how can you become more cheaper? One of the few ways in dentistry, is by doing a volume of work of a particular category, right? So imagine if you're doing, for example, a lot of crown and bridge. You're getting a lot of crown and bridge patients in a day, or in a week, or in a month. There are some dentists who can afford to lower their fees in here. One of them is by doing what I'm trying to say is that by doing a lot of particular work in volume, so you can afford to lower the fees. Another way could be by offering what we call payment plans. Payment plans can make it more affordable for your patients. Not necessarily, it does fall into the category of being cheap, but what I'm trying to say is that there are still practices who are not offering payment plans to your patients. So by offering payment plans to your patients, it's kind of cheaper because the payments are spread over a long period of time. So something you may want to consider, that are you offering payment plans? I'm wondering what you guys are thinking is other way of doing cheaper production or cheaper dentistry, right? And I don't mean by quality, right? So let's talk about another way is by some dentists own what we call multiple practices. When they own multiple practices, sometimes their expenses may be a little bit lesser in terms of percentage. So they can afford to reduce their fee because they've got what we call multiple chairs, right? So this is one way. I'm just sharing three ways of how you guys need to be thinking of how we can be reducing your fees, because if you do have what we call a competitive edge against others. This is what I'm trying to explain to you here, how to have a competitive edge against others. Let's talk about faster. How can you do faster dentistry, right? One way, of course, is to have more experience, right? So the more experienced you are, of course, we dentists know that back in the day when we first started dentistry, when we first started doing certain procedures, right, we were slow at what we did. Now, over the years of with experience, we are a bit faster, so you can be more productive over a period of a day, over a period of a week, over a period of a month. So one of them is what we call experience. So the more the experience you have, you can be a bit faster. The other one is what? We can have technology. Technologies to assist us in doing faster dentistry. Right? Now, I don't want to go deeper into that, but I'm sure you guys understand how technology can help us sometimes do faster dentistry. Right? So that's an important way to know technology. One of them was experience. What do you think is another way of doing faster dentistry? Right? Sometimes I believe that we also have what we call multiple chairs to work with. So one of the ways I have found that some dentists have a competitive edge is that sometimes they've got two chairs to work with. So while they're working on one chair, they can quickly go and see an adjustment on another chair, and hence be a bit more productive, have a bit more of a competitive edge. So of course there are much more ways you can think in this region. I'm just kind of giving you ideas to start thinking, and possibly we could have a discussion under this video today on how you guys think can you be much more cheaper, much more faster, or much more better. Let's talk about better. Better, of course, some people or some dentists focus on their marketing and in their branding, having a competitive edge on being better by advertising that they do much more quality work, right? So, of course, we have all seen different kind of smile makeovers in, for example, in Instagram or on social media, right? Of course, we all know that there are different layers of the different qualities of ceramics, and there's different qualities of aesthetics. Some people use normal technicians, some people use what we call master technicians, right? So different ways, right? So even fees can be different in this. Some people who charge quality are charging much higher. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is how do you project yourself as in a competitive edge as being a better practice or a better dentist? So one of them is quality. What else can we use better? I mean, maybe we can use what we call auxiliary staff, right? Or auxiliary team members. And auxiliary team members can help us become much better. Also, the other way is four-handed dentistry. The four-handed dentistry, or what we call six-handed dentistry, right? So, particularly me, I like working with two nurses on every procedure I do, and I just find it not only much more convenient, but much more better. But by the way, convenience is another one. Convenience, right? Convenience falls into this. Comfort falls into this as well. So convenience and comfort to offer better dentistry. Now think about this, guys. Now, why am I talking about this subject today? Competition. We all have to have a competitive edge compared to our other practices in our area or in our suburb, right? We all need to have a sort of competitive edge. What today I want to share with you guys is how you can go away and think about where are you focused on in growing. Are you focused on growing and branding more as a cheaper dentist, a faster dentist, or a better dentist? It kind of reminds me of CFB, centrifuged blood, right? I don't know why it came to my mind like that, but anyway, right? The point I wanted to make to you guys is that why don't you go away and analyze that where do you need to improve? Now, let me tell you something. Some people who really dominate very heavily in this market do all three. They focus on all three. If you somehow think about optimizing your practice and design your strategies in such a way that cheaper, you're faster and you're better in some way, then I guarantee you that you will have a competitive edge compared to the other practices. Again, healthy, fair competition of important. You never put anyone else down. I do want to remind you one more time, just that right now as we come to the end, that at the end of the day, the biggest competition is towards that person you see in the mirror, right? So one thing I do in high performance coaching is I always ask the people I'm coaching, that how are you getting better than yesterday? What's one or two or three things you've done personally and professionally that you're better than yesterday? Because the biggest competition is actually you yesterday, right? So, but coming back to the business sense here, I hope this was of value, guys. 3 boxes you need to think about: cheaper, faster, better. And out of these 3 boxes, how do you guys get, or how do you go thinking about or leveraging in these 3 boxes, ideally doing all 3 to have the competitive edge? So you can go and dominate your area, you can go dominate fairly, in a nice way, and in an encouraging way. That's all for today, guys. Leave some comments before. Hit me a like if you like this video, guys. I can make more of this, so more business videos, more entrepreneurship videos. And subscribe to my channel, by the way. All these videos will be uploaded to YouTube. Sometimes you want to be alerted. Subscribe and do like my videos on YouTube as well. And that's all for today, guys. So make sure, if you're thinking about being competitive, think in these 3 boxes, but be of character. That's all for today, guys. Take care.